Good morning, beautifuls. So excited, it's Saturday. Yay! Okay, guys, so I'm on a bit of a timeline here. My own fault. I should have done this last night, but I was shattered. Okay, guys, so welcome to your Saturday chakra reading. All right, today's chakra, the sacral chakra. Okay, this is very much about our creativity and our it's actually the seat of our emotions, right? Sorry, I've got a little pop-up that's come up here. This is the seat of our emotions, and this is really all about us learning to connect with the world emotionally, all right? So our heart chakra is about connection to the world through other people, with other people, with relationships. This is about us connecting, okay, on a personal level. The Spencer name is Svadhisthana. Oh my God, what is wrong with me this morning? Oh my God, I'm like all over the place. Jeez, Kelsey, get your shit together. Okay, so Svadhisthana, and this, remember we speak about the shadow sides, or what I call the kryptonite. It is guilt here, okay? This is about guilt. It's about guilt actually being able to drain that chakra and making us feel cuck, okay? Right, so sacral chakra, let's see what we got. Interesting. This is such a magnificent card. Beautiful uncaging. Okay. Now, I don't know if you're going to be able to see in here, but there's a very faint image of like an angel behind the actual lock, and there's a key in the lock. Okay. Now, this is 14. 4 and 1 is 5. 5 is about change and obstacles. Okay. This is very much about releasing guilt. Okay. This is about letting go, setting your heart free. All right. Setting yourself free. It's so funny. We hold ourselves accountable for so much, and we're so hard on ourselves so often, okay? And that does not move us forward. It doesn't help us progress in any way. It doesn't get us where we need to be. It stops us. It actually prevents us from going forward and doing things that we want to do, because we sit there feeling guilty about stuff in the past, and then we go, okay, so this opportunity's come up, but what if I do that again? And then I'm going to create more guilt. What if I'm going to do this again and then create more guilt? So it's a very, 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 very non-productive emotion to hold on to. All right. So today is very much about letting go of it and actually being able to free yourself from that. All right. Because you can't move forward without releasing the guilt. Okay. So then I asked how to do this. The eagle. Right. See from a higher perspective. Okay, so sometimes what we need to do is, I know that famous saying, you can't see the wood for the trees because you smack in the middle of it. This is really about actually being able to take a step back, distant observer. We've spoken about this a few times. Neutrality, being able to take a step back and going, actually, hold on. I don't need to feel guilt over this, or you know what, I made amends, or I atoned, or I've learned the lesson. Sometimes just learning the lesson is enough. We don't have to hold ourselves accountable for massive guilt for the rest of our lives. Sometimes when we learn the lesson, it's actually enough to free us, okay? But start taking different perspectives on things that are keeping you chained in guilt. It's really, 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 really important. So here's okay, so then I said, what would the outcome be? I said, the outcome, how we always do. Well, the first one is, and I kind of feel like this is more advice than the outcome, is forgiveness. This very much is about forgiveness for me, okay? For me, there's the feeling with the waterfall crashing down. It's about letting things just flow, just letting it go, letting it sail down the river calmly and peacefully, just letting it go. We don't want to be stuck in stagnant waters. It is not a healthy space to be in. We want to be having movement forward constantly. That's what we are here for. We're here to move ourselves forward. We designed for it, okay? So don't be stuck in spaces that have kept you trapped by you feeling guilty. Okay, not an ideal situation. And then the card that came up as the actual outcome was empowerment. Okay, you have to understand that when we leave our energy in spaces and time where we have negative emotion attached, so guilt or fear or shame, whatever we're going with, okay, at the end of the day, part of our energy is stuck in that space, which means we are not functioning energetically at full capacity. Our energy is sitting over there. So what this is saying is, by releasing the guilt, now remember, I'm just putting this into perspective quickly. We've had a massive week of energy, massive week of energy. Um, we've had this incredible energy of miracles and magic and stuff like that. And I'm assuming there are a few of you going, well, I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to just step into my power and step into my destiny. So for those of you who are sitting there going, how do I do this? This is your answer. Spirit's coming through and going, this is how we get there. This is the work we need to do in order to get to those spaces where the miracles are. Okay, just to put it all into perspective for you, into context. But when our energy is scattered through time and space, all right, we almost need to, a part of our soul is with that energy. So we almost need to do like a soul retrieval. Now that sounds like a scary word, and it's not like gloves and surgical appliances and stuff, but it's about simply calling your energy back from a time and space where you have left it, sitting with its companion of shame or guilt or fear. Whatever it is, call that energy back in. The more energy of your own energy you have back, the more empowered you are going to be, and the more you're going to be able to move forward in order to actually then fulfill your destiny, to find that part of you that and to find those places in you that show you where your passion and your desire lie. Okay, so this is a big one, guys. This is huge. Don't stay trapped. And this is, I'm going to call it because I have to be honest. We keep ourselves trapped in these spaces. We really do. And I'm going to say something straight out here. It doesn't matter who somebody is in your life, if they are keeping you trapped in a situation, and I don't mean a physical situation, I'm talking about emotionally, by like going, oh, but remember that time you did that? You need to actually tell them to back up and go, you know what? You need to let bygones be bygones. I've tried to make amends. I've tried to do this. If you're stuck in that energy, that's fine, but don't drag me back into that energy. I'm moving on up. Okay, so make sure that you are conscious of where your energy is. It's vitally important. You have to be able to call your energy back in, because otherwise you're not going to be able to be present, fully present now, and be able to tackle the stuff that you need to tackle right now. Okay, so what is our our mantra for today? I have healthy boundaries and respect those of others. There we go. Right. So, perfect. I have healthy boundaries and I respect those of others. If you are sitting in a space where somebody is carrying that over you, set your boundaries, okay? But it's also more than that. We have to protect our energy. I've got this thing that I do with people where I go, you know what? I'm off comms this weekend. I don't want to hear from anybody. And I won't reply to clients' messages. I won't reply to friends' messages. I won't reply to family messages. I'm just like, I let everyone know that I'm okay and all that, but I just need to shut down and just switch off. So I have my clear boundaries. I'm good on my boundaries. I don't let people impose their stuff onto my boundaries. And when they do, I speak up. Okay. It becomes vitally important for you to do that, for you to actually move forward and for you to deal with the stuff that you need to do. If you're trying to pick up everybody else's bag of rocks, you're never going to get rid of your own. You're never ever going to get rid of your own. So vitally important, guys. Manage your energy. It's hugely important. And it's something that, it's funny that I'm teaching Reiki today, because it's one of the first lessons I teach all of my Reiki students. Learn to manage your energy. You're going to have to learn to do it. It's important. And as they've gone through with the Reiki, the different levels, they've gone, oh my God, you're right. I have to manage my energy. And I'm like, it's vitally important. Okay, so you've got your mantra. I have healthy boundaries and respect those of others. Okay, because we can't be breaking other people's boundaries and then expect them to respect ours. But our seed sound today is VUM. Okay, VAM, pronounced VUM, VUM. So spend some time connecting in with your seed sound. Maybe do a little meditation and try and see where you need to release that which is keeping you feeling guilty. And also remember, self-guilt can be the worst thing. If you're holding on to guilt with stuff that is you related, let it go, guys. It's not going to be worth it. Really, it's not worth it. If you ate the donut and you shouldn't have, tough shit, you know what, only live this incarnation once. So just deal with it and move on. Okay, but sending you so much love. I will see you tomorrow with your Sunday chakra reading. Have an absolutely magnificent day. Mwah, sending big loves, and I'll touch base with you soon.